This has to be the most aromatic frame in snooker history. It completely threw the Rocket off his game. What should have been an easy snooker escape turned into 12 points in fouls and a free ball for Mark Williams. Let's go back to the 2022 Championship League. Ronnie O'Sullivan versus Mark Williams. O'Sullivan faced a relatively simple snooker and surprisingly messed it up, but the real drama was just getting started. After being penalized 4 points, O'Sullivan seemed to be asking the referee something. Turns out the veteran referee had let one rip on the floor. You can imagine how bad it smelled. O'Sullivan went back to his chair and covered his nose with a towel, his face turning bright red from the stench. After trying to compose himself, O'Sullivan got up to take his shot again, but that awful smell drove him right back to his seat. While embarrassing moments like this aren't uncommon in matches, even O'Sullivan himself has been guilty a few times. This one was next level. Under pressure from the referee, O'Sullivan had no choice but to soldier on. You could tell from his body language that O'Sullivan was trying to keep as much distance from the table as possible. Meanwhile, Mark Williams looked totally unfazed, like nothing was wrong. Turns out Williams had a cold and couldn't smell a thing. Lucky break for him. Otherwise, knowing Williams' personality, his reaction might have been even worse than O'Sullivan's. O'Sullivan's second escape attempt also failed. The cue ball went around 2 cushions and barely missed the red. Another 4-point penalty. Even Williams looked shocked at this point. Was this really the same brilliant Ronnie O'Sullivan? Clearly, he still hadn't recovered from the distraction. O'Sullivan's third attempt at the snooker failed again, not only costing him more points but giving Williams a free ball for a snooker of this difficulty. Giving up 12 points plus a free ball was absolutely devastating. O'Sullivan could have taken the lead in the match with this frame, but now the tables had completely turned with Williams at the table. While it might be too early to call it a clearance for Williams, building a big lead from here wouldn't be hard. As members of the class of 75, these two have spent their lives competing against and respecting each other. It's because of players like them that snooker remains so captivating. Hard to imagine if the class of 75 all retired, whether snooker would still hold the same appeal. I used to think I loved snooker as a sport, but really it's the players who make it special. The witty Mark Williams, the flashy Ronnie O'Sullivan, the classy Neil Robertson, and the attacking machine Judd Trump. Which player got you hooked on snooker? Williams hammered the black into the corner pocket, the cue ball splitting the pack wide open. Now all the reds had clear potting angles. Given the current score difference and O'Sullivan's typical style, he probably wouldn't keep fighting in this frame. They don't call him the Rocket. Just for his fast play, he makes quick decisions about conceding too. Williams potted a red while freeing another that was blocked by the pink. Looking at the table now, all the colors were on their spots, and the 3 remaining reds all had clear paths for the man known as the world's most accurate player. Clearing this table wouldn't be difficult, though even a clearance wouldn't make a century break. Only centuries get officially recorded.